Yep, you know what she did? She brought doggies into Australia, and we don't have rabies here. And if we did, man, it would obliterate our animal population. Can you imagine being that selfish? Like, honestly, trying to bring dogs into a country where there is no rabies and a plethora of other diseases, and Amber Turd Burglar thinks, that's all good, and she sullied Johnny Depp's name because he didn't even do it. He was here months before. She comes over fully knowing that you cannot bring doggies here. Us Aussies have hated Amber Turd Burglar for a long time. Long time before all these court cases, that's for sure. Putting our little doggies at risks. And our little pussycats, and the koalas, and the possums. Oh my God.
The next issue, which is a gentleman by the name of John Christopher Depp, 51 years old, otherwise aka Jack Sparrow, and he has decided to bring into our nation 2 dogs without actually getting the proper certification and the proper permits required.
Well, he didn't decide it. His deranged wife did, and we all know that because he was here 3 months before she arrived on a private jet, on a PJ. Anyway, Barnaby, you got that wrong. Side note, no one really likes Barnaby in Australia. But I just had to put that out there in case you thought I was on his side. But everything he's saying is factual. Let's keep going.
Basically looks like he snuck them in. We found out he snuck them in because we saw them taking it to a poodle groomer. Now,
it was actually the poodle groomer that dobbed her in because she came in there wanting her dogs clipped and washed and all the rest of it. And I think the groomer did their due diligence and said, you got papers? Are those dogs legally allowed to be here before I expose them to my whole shop of dogs? And Amber Heard apparently was exceptionally rude and really upset this groomer. And so she's like, well, F you. I don't care if you're an A-list celeb. I will report you and you can bugger off back to America, you stupid turd burglar.
Mr. Depp has to either take his dogs back to California or we're going to have to euthanize them. He's now got about 50 hours left to remove the dogs. Now, he can put them on the same charter jet he flew out on and fly them back out of our nation. Why is this important? There's diseases such as leishmania, rabies, leptospirosis, Alicia, and all these, well, we want to keep out of our country. There is a process if you want to bring animals in. You get the permits, they go into quarantine, and then you can have them. But if we start letting movie stars, even though they've been the sexiest man alive twice,
Thank you. You're very kind, Barnaby. I love you too.
To come into our nation, then why don't we just break the laws for everybody? So it's time that Pistol and Boo buggered off back to the United States.
Alrighty then, bugger off back to America to Amber Turd Burglar, trying to bloody infect all our beautiful animals. Yeah, we live on an island, and we're going to talk real direct, because after he said this, it made American news, because he said bugger off. That's actually just how we talk, like bugger off, rack off. We're very direct. It's just the way it is over here, y'all. I mean, dog, you'd be onto it, wouldn't you? Seriously, this woman has been a hated woman for so long. I don't know how anyone can walk around with her arrogance and her ego when she has done so much wrong. And all of this happened before the whole finger losing incident. She should never have come. It was a bad omen. So she did go back on the plane with them. And now, update. This is what's happening now because she lied so much in the case that just occurred. Australia's going to reopen it and they're going to charge her. And she is facing 14 years jail. That is the greatest thing I've heard today. That's why I had to make this video. Let's listen to this glorious Senate decision.
There was a question this morning in relation to Amber Heard. I can confirm the department is investigating that matter. So there was evidence presented in the London court case which suggested false statements were provided in the court case in Australia in 2016. So we are investigating that.
So what's the timeline you expect that investigation and decision made about?
As I understand it, the former state manager of Johnny Depp, Kevin Murphy, said in a witness statement that he told Heard, quote, by email, telephone and in person, that she could not take the dogs to Australia because the relevant paperwork and permits were not complete. and the required 10-day quarantine arrangements had not been put in place. Murphy continued, Miss Heard later told the court in Australia that I had told her it was fine to bring the dogs into Australia. That is false, and I never told her this.
Yes, so Senator, we understand that to be the case, or the evidence provided in the London court case, and giving a false testimony is an offence under the Crimes Act, so that is what we are now investigating.
Whoop, whoop. I mean, this is great news for Australia, because the thing is, people try and bring shit in here and you just can't, because we have the strictest laws. Like, I can't even go to the next state with fruit because there's no fruit fly down there. Like, you got to understand that we are out in the ocean on our own, and if you want to play with these types of laws, then yeah, I'm hoping she'll be in jail in a that would be the best if she was in jail here. And I don't know if you guys saw, they made them do an apology, Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, and Johnny Depp is not happy because he was not a part of this. She came here on her own and she lied through her teeth as per usual. But I can't wait to see what the outcome is. I'll leave you with their apology and you'll see, wow. I think that's why he lost his finger. I think that's actually what they were fighting about, because he was like, you got to take those doggies home, y'all. And yeah, she's like, I'm not going home. And then next minute, he's lost his finger. She's on a plane going home with the doogies. Yeah, this is big. I don't think she's ever going to stop being in court cases for the rest of her life. It's all catching up. Liars never win. It always ends up, they get caught, whether it's now, later. And the more lies that you tell, like she is a compulsive 24/7 liar, yeah, it's going to catch up real fast. And it has. I just can't wait to see her in court in Australia, because it's in my town and I'll be able to go there. I'm just pumped. I'm so pumped about this because it was big. And her and Johnny were laughing at it like, oh, that's hilarious that we'd got charged with that. It's not freaking hilarious, man. You could have killed the whole koala population. You could have killed, oh my God, I don't even want to start. Anyway, look at their apology. It is odd.
Australia is a wonderful island with a treasure trove of unique plants, animals, and people.
It has to be protected.
Australia is free of many pests and diseases that are commonplace around the world. That is why Australia has to have such strong biosecurity laws.
And Australians are just as unique, both warm and direct. When you disrespect Australian law, they will tell you firmly.
I am truly sorry that Pistol and Boo were not declared. Protecting Australia is important.
Declare everything when you enter Australia.
How hilarious was that? That was like a hostage video. A proof of life video. Man, they did not look happy. And Johnny was not happy because he, as I said, he wasn't part of it. So we wait with bated breath, Australia. Please, this has been years. Please charge that bish. She deserves every part of the law to come at her from every country because she is nasty. And I actually know the groomer that she went to, and I can confirm she was a nasty piece of work to this little doogie groomer. Don't be mean to doogie groomers, because they're working with the cutest people all day. That little turd burglar coming in and causing problems. So there you go. You know, if you're nasty, nasty shit's gonna happen. She could have actually got away with it if she didn't go to the groomer and carry on. But anyway, let's wait for the next chapter. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Remember, take it easy. And love you. See you next time. Cheers, ballers.